Hello students, welcome back. So in this video, we'll be talking about leave encashment. It is also known as leave salary and earned leave. Okay. So let me just give you a brief background about this leave encashment. So whenever an employee joins a company, his or her employer gives him or her certain kind of leave benefits. There are certain kind of leaves which are given. For example, your medical leaves, casual leaves, or earned leaves, maternity leaves or paternity leaves as per the case, or many other leaves. Okay. So some of them gets lapsed during the year. So in the service rule, everything will be mentioned that this leave will be lapsed during the year. Lapsed means that in case the employee has not taken those leaves, then it will be lapsed. Means employee will not be able to carry forward to the next year. He will not be able to use those unused leaves in the next year. Okay, they'll be lapsed. Usually your medical leaves or your casual leaves are usually gets lapsed during the year only. Some of them may be encashed. So as per the service rules, there are certain kinds of leaves which you can encash during the year in case you have some unused balance in your account, or it may be accumulated. So accumulated means that those leaves which you are allowed to carry forward to the next year in case you have not used them during the year. Next year also, if you have not used them, then you can again carry forward this to the next year. There are definitely some kind of limits which are given in the service rules, but accumulation means you can keep on accumulated till the time you retire or you resign from this job. So this accumulation is the concept which is associated with your leave encashment. Means whatever accumulated amount you have standing at the credit of the employee balance, then he can encash them at the time of retirement or leaving the job. It means leave के बदले वो ये बोलेगा कि मेरे पास for example 200 leaves बची हुई है मेरे credit पे, तो I am encashing it. Leaves के बदले मैं employer से cash ले रहा हूँ. Okay. So this is the concept of leave encashment. Okay, encashment of leave by surrendering leave standing to one's credit is known as leave salary. क्योंकि एम्प्लॉयर यूजुअली एम्प्लॉय को जो लीव देता है वो उसके बेनिफिट के लिए देता है कि आप छुट्टी ले लो कुछ दिन के लिए, आप एंजॉय करो. डेफिनेटली एम्प्लॉयर के लिए उसकी कॉस्ट है क्योंकि वो एक दिन की छुट्टी ले रहा है, तो एक दिन की उसकी बेसिक सैलरी वगैरह सब एम्प्लॉयर बेयर कर रहा है. सो लीव इनकैशमेंट का यही होता है कि इनकेस अगर एम्प्लॉय ने नहीं ली है तो वो इनकैश करा सकता है कि जो भी आपकी कॉस्ट थी आप वो मुझे पे कर दो, क्योंकि मैं तो उस दिन आया था तो आपको लॉस नहीं हुआ है, मैं आया था इसलिए जो मेरा बैलेंस है उसको आप कन्वर्ट करके कैश करके वो मुझे दे दो. सो दिस आइडिया इज about leave encashment, and there is a different tax treatment in the income tax account related to this. So let's just understand this. The tax treatment of leave encashment before retirement. Okay, it means he has resigned from the job before retirement. So whether the employee is government or non-government employee, it will be fully taxable. Okay, there is no exemption. Whatever the amount the employee is getting after surrendering his leaves, that will be fully taxable whether the employee is government employee or non-government employee. After the death, in case the legal heirs or the family members of the employee who receive the encashed amount of the unused balance credit at the employee's credit account, so whatever the amount they receive, it will be fully exempt under section 10 subsection 10 AA in case whether the employee is government or non-government, it doesn't matter. Okay, दोनों के केस में it will be fully exempt. Then on or after retirement, so in case the employee is encashing the leave balance at the time of retirement or after the date of retirement, then in case of government employees include both central as well as state government employees, but it doesn't include your local authority or statutory corporations. So for all central and state government employees, it will be fully exempt under section 10 subsection 10 AA. But for non-government employees, least will be exempted, that is the actual amount received for leave encashment, maximum limit 3 lakhs, 10 into average monthly salary, and the fourth formula, that is the new formula, is unused leaves or the earned leaves multiply by average monthly salary divide by 30. Okay, so first problem that comes in our mind, how to calculate these unused leaves. Okay, so in order to find out, first step is we have to find out the leaves which are credited, which are standing at the credit of an employee at the time of retirement or leaving the job. Okay, so first of all we have to find out how much leave balance he has, means how much unused leave balance he has at the time of retirement or leaving the job. So first step is we will find out the duration of service in numbers, and this is completed number of service. It means you have to ignore any kind of fraction. Okay, then we'll find out the rate of earned leave which is entitled from the service rules. It means employer will give him the service rules in which it will be specifically written that how much earned leave you will get during the year. Okay, but in any case the entitlement cannot exceed 30 days for every year of the actual services rendered from the employer from whose services he has retired. इसका मतलब क्या है कि आपका जो एम्प्लॉयर है वो आपको सर्विस रूल्स के अकॉर्डिंगली अर्नड लीव देगा, बट इन एनी केस आपकी जो अर्नड लीव्स हैं वो 30 से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकती. दिस इज द आईटी रूल. ओके, इन केस 30 से ज्यादा है तो इट विल बी लिमिटेड टू 30, बट अगर 30 से कम है तो कम चलेंगी. ओके, आई जस्ट शो यू एन एग्जांपल. अभी रुक जाओ बस. Then the third step is find out the earned leave actually taken or encashed during the service period. Okay, so we have just go through the steps. Now we'll just use one simple example in which there is case 1 in which as per the service rule the company is allowing 35 days of earned leaves during the year. Okay, total employee को 35 days की leaves मिल रही है एक साल में, but IT rule says 30 से ज्यादा आप नहीं दे सकते. Okay, so this is as per IT rules. Completed years of service उसके 15 है, for example 15. Total 35 into 15 is 525 and in this case it is 450. For example, the employee has used 300 leaves during his entire service period. So 300 इसमें से subtract हो गए, 300 इसमें से subtract हो गए. So unused leave balance हमारा 225 है in case of company service rules, but IT rule आपके income tax rule कहते हैं बस 150 unused leaves का वो exemption ले सकता है. Clear? In case 2, for example, your company service rules is giving you 25 days of earned leaves during the year. IT क्या कहता है? Maximum 30. Same आपका example है, completed years are 15, total is this multiplied by this, used is same 300, but in this case unused is now 75 and IT says 150. So you will take always least of the two. So in this case 75 days will be considered as unused leaves for the employee. Okay, so this is unused leaves. सबसे पहले हमने unused leaves निकाला है. ठीक है, so every other information will be specifically given in the question. You just have to calculate the unused balance of the leave, और अगर in case 30 से ज्यादा है तो 30 के accordingly you have to take. Then next is average monthly salary. This is same as your gratuity when the payment of gratuity act doesn't applicable, means salary for retirement benefits and salary, average salary of the preceding 10 months from the month of retirement. Okay, so basic salary, DA forming part of salary for retirement benefits plus commission, fixed percentage of turnover achieved by him. And there is one more important point, same as gratuity, that leave encashment maximum amount is 3 lakhs during the lifetime of the concerned employee. So in case he has encashed some amount and he has already taken exemption for it from the previous employer, then in that case the exemption will be deducted from this maximum limit. Same example as we have done from in gratuity, the same thing is there only. So let's do an illustration. It is very interesting illustration. So Mr. X, an employee of ABC Limited in Delhi, getting salary of 35,000 per month. DA is 15,000 per month, out of which 6,000 is for retirement benefits. Commission is 1% on monthly sales of rupees 5 lakh. Additional commission is rupees 1000 per month. Bonus is 1 month of salary. On 29th February 2020, he retires from the company after completing 20 years of service. At retirement, he is given gratuity of 6,75,000. In this case, Gratuity Act is not applicable. The company allows him leave of 35 days every year and he has taken leaves of 450 days during his services. The balance leaves are surrendered by him and the company pays him leave encashment 3 lakh rupees. The company has paid professional tax of rupees 2,000 on his behalf and entertainment allowances of rupees 5,000 per month. Calculate his taxable salary. So just pause this video and just read this question carefully. Okay. Now I am moving to its solution. So first of all, we'll calculate how much gratuity amount is exempted. So first we'll calculate the average monthly salary. So basic salary is 35,000 per month. DA is 15,000, but out of which only 6,000 is for retirement benefits. So we'll add only 6,000 dearness allowance. Commission is 5 lakh and this is monthly sales where this is turnover 5 lakh. So 1% of 5 lakh will be 5,000. So you'll add them up. You'll get the average salary which is 46,000. So gratuity का आपका formula कहता है actual amount received which is 6,75,000. Maximum है आपका 20 lakh और आपका formula क्या कहता है? Because Payment of Gratuity Act is not applicable. So 15 by 30 into average monthly salary 46,000 into completed years of service 20. So 4,60,000. So this is the least amount. So this will be exempted. Now we'll check the calculation for leave encashment. So first of all, we will find the unused leaves and the employer is giving 35 earned leaves during the year, right? It was given this, okay, every year. And he has taken total 450 days leaves. So first we'll calculate the unused leaves. Average salary will remain the same as your gratuity, that is 46,000, okay. Unused leaves. So allowed is 35, completed 20 years of service, total 700, used 450, unused 250. But your IT rule says that maximum 30 is allowed. So you will take this one 30, completed 20, total 600, you have used 450. So now 150 is the maximum unused leaves which you can use for the formula. So formula क्या कहता है? Leave encashment actually received 3 lakh, maximum limit 3 lakh, then 10 into your average monthly salary. So this is 4,60,000 and formula is your unused leaves, that is 150 into average monthly salary divided by 30. So 2,30,000. So this is the least of them all. So in this case, 2,30,000 will be exempted. Now we'll quickly just see the computation of your salary. So basic salary 35,000. Since he retired on 29th February 2020, it means he has rendered 11 months of service during your previous year 1920. So multiply by 11. So 3,85,000. Then DA, total DA is 15,000. So 15,000 into 11, 1,65,000. Commission on sales is 5 lakh, that is per month. So 5 lakh into 11 months into 1%. So 55,000. Additional commission is 1,000 into 11 months, 11,000. Bonus is 1 month of salary, so 35,000. Now gratuity received is 6,75,000, but the least which we have calculated is 4,60,000. So the balance 2,15,000 will be chargeable to tax. Leave encashment we have received 3 lakh, but exempted is the least, that was 2,30,000. So balance 70,000 will be charged to tax. Entertainment allowances were given 5,000. So 11 months 55,000. Professional tax, since it was paid by the employer, that is why it is added here. If it was not paid by the employer, then it wasn't added here. So in this case 2,000 are paid by employer, then you can add up the gross salary. Deduction, standard deduction 50,000 सबको मिलेगी. Entertainment allowance nil है because this is not a government employee. Professional tax का मिलेगा 2,000. So 52,000 आप deduct कर दोगे. So net taxable salary is 9,41,000. I hope this question is clear and the concept is clear. In case of any doubts, please let me know.